I am the maniacal Dr. Watson. Welcome back to Sunless Skies. Last time we... Let me see. Oh, it won't actually let me open the map from here? Yes, it will. Okay. Last time we spent some time exploring the Trader's Wood, and we made our way down to Polymer's Plenty's Circus. To possibly explore up here, I think is where we're going to head next. But, I did notice... if we go into the circus, a traveling circus has settled here, too afraid to go further and too afraid to turn back. Its clanking, gaudy locomotives scavenges such audiences as it can from nearby homesteads and delivers them for an evening of shabby, desperate, big-top magic. And what's interesting is that there's this, I don't think that this was here before, new rivals at the circus. A fire burns at the obelisk where newcomers mingle. None of them seemed to know what drew them here, save that they had nowhere else that they knew they should be. They trade stories and the last of the liquor from their flasks, finding solace here for reasons that even they can't seem to explain. So we can either listen to their stories or attempt to recruit new crew members. Well, we have plenty of crew at the moment, so let's listen to their stories. Who were they before they were called here? The broken, the disavowed, the fugitives. Every visitor had their own story and a hole in their heart. A few demonstrate acts which they hope to join the circus itself. Others talk of their plans to leave this place and resume their lives, not today, but tomorrow. Or the day after that, perhaps. And our terror has fallen slightly. So we can also go to the inconceivable circus, the greatest show. That's what the adverts promise. The reality is not impressive. Aside from the big top that dominates the circus, the place is shabby, poorly maintained, and even more poorly attended. Bored-looking circus folk run rotting booths. The clowns' paint-on smiles are no match for the deep-set misery behind the grease paint. Even the calliope music playing on a run-down piano is more grimly resolute than cheery. We should write a report, certainly. This doesn't seem a location of technical importance, even so there may be of interest in who attends. The big top looms dramatically in the fog of the Reach, but it's not nearly as imposing as the massive obelisk floating nearby. Some enterprising soul has hung bunting between it and the big top. As for the circus itself, outside of the performers, it is practically deserted. You may be the first new face in the audience in quite a while. Well, we just met some new faces. So we can either try to sneak behind the tents, attend another performance, which requires tickets, visit the amusements, and we have been here before, speak to the ringmaster. Ooh, we might actually get, okay. So how much do the tickets cost? 10. Sure, we'll purchase some tickets. Oh, and we already had one ticket. Interesting. As a way to get you back. Oh, God. Yeah. So... let's see. Apparently, the guy who just sold us tickets has left. I'm somewhat curious. Let's visit the amusements. Most of the stalls here are empty. Their owners either asleep or long since gone. You gamely make the most of them. From the Hall of Mirror, there is only one, to the Whack-A-Rat game, currently closed due to the rats having unionized. At least the day proves quiet, with nothing actively trying to kill you. In the high wilderness, that alone counts as a vacation. And apparently the circus staff nod with familiarity as we pass. So we can now speak to the ringmaster. Let's attend another performance first. The tin is barely any more populated than the last show. The ringmaster does his best, fixing a wide grin under his mustache as he introduces what passes for the acts. The humiliated magician attempts to saw his assistant in half, comes to an unfortunate end. High above, the bereaved acrobat again performs their half of the routine for a tiny amount of applause. Afterward, the pensive clown trips into the spotlight, dropping the balls he juggles. Not his balls, that would be highly unfortunate. It's silent enough to hear them hit the floor. At the end, when the headstrong, strong woman lifts a very large barbell over her head. She repeats this several times when the crowd reaction isn't as enthusiastic as she'd have liked. The show ends with a smattering of reluctant applause. Oh. Two. Interesting that it specifies that they remained unchanged. We've lost 2 more tickets. The circus staff have learned your name. I think it's now time we speak to the ringmaster. The ringmaster looks relieved to see a familiar face. Oh, thank God? Is this... I don't know why they would censor the word God, which makes me think that this isn't censored, but instead that it's not pronounced as God. Whatever. We've got a show to put on, and one of my biggest acts is throwing a tantrum. I know. No. He pauses, toying with the exquisitely managed mustache that he looks up as he looks you up and down. I don't suppose you've ever considered stepping to the ring yourself, so we could... Circus work is beneath you, but not our crew. We could be an acrobat, lion tamer, or a clown. Dignity is overrated. I don't know. We have a nice top hat. Oh, I can't look at stuff while I'm in here. I'm trying to think. I think this is what I would go for. Circus work is beneath you, but not our crew. Certainly not our crew. Without an act and with little time to prepare, the crew puts on an impromptu talent show. The quartermaster proves an unexpectedly good opera singer, while the engineer's boy proves as capable of juggling and sneaking a little extra food from the supplies. Afterward, the ringmaster claps you on the shoulder. Excellent, well, terrible. Never do that again, but please come and see me behind the tents. Ooh, we gained a number of sky stories. Ooh, we can now just go behind the tent. Nod as you pass. Beyond the performers and the permanent audience, the circus is deserted. Everyone keeps to their quarters unless they're practicing the show. Despite the calliope music, the mood back here is closer to that of a mausoleum. So we could visit the ringmaster's caravan. We can talk to the humiliated magician, talk to the bereaved acrobat, talk to the pensive clown, the headstrong woman. Or we could go into the big top. I don't know why we would want to do that. Let's start at the bottom with the headstrong strong woman. If she isn't performing or training, she tends to keep inside her caravan. She welcomes you to her caravan and begs your pardon for the mess, for though the caravan is a remarkable oasis of cleanness in the otherwise untidy port, the only seat she can offer is stacked with poems. She places them beneath her own chair and begins to ask you questions about your life. Any inquiries into her own she deflects with the wit of a slighted baroness. Beyond the performers... Okay, so we're actually just simply back to talking to the other clowns. So as I said, we'll go down from the top. His head is bowed, his bald dome shines in the lantern light. If you ignore the grease paint, he looks not unlike the bust of a Grecian philosopher. The clown rubs the back of his head. It's troubling to me that the show goes on even if no one's there to watch it. He looks at you searchingly. What does he expect you to say? The bereaved acrobat. Their tent is larger than the others. The flap is tied open for visitors. They half raise themselves for their deep cushions and gratings and bid you to sit across from them. They ask you how you enjoyed the show, and before you can answer, they apologize for the performance. I'm nothing by myself, they say, without my twin there to catch me, or there to leap for me to catch. It's quite dull, but they're trying to break themselves from the circus again. Again, interesting. So they've done it once before. Or talk to the humiliated magician. He leans beneath a faded poster of himself, smoking a cheap Marlborough tobacco. It breaks my heart you had to sit through that, he says, nodding toward the big top. Sometimes I wonder why I left Mahogany Hall. Then I remember how much Plenty paid before this whole place lost its funding. He puts out the cigarette on the poster, then tosses it into an overturned top hat. So none of them are very quite happy here. We can hear the constant ruffling of a deck of cards. Hats, cats, bats, and rats. The ringmaster is sat on a fat cushion, idly shuffling a worn pack of playing cards. He smiles wearily to you. I ask the cards about you. He draws from the top of the deck, then sets them on the table. They say you can help. He then passes them back into the deck and bids you shuffle and draw for yourself. The cards are the same. He smiles the same weary smile. Looks like they haven't changed their minds. The ringmaster shuffles, cuts, and deals the cards. This is what work I can offer you. Accept a commission to repair the magician's props. Accept a commission to reclaim the acrobat's twin. Accept a commission to purchase costumes for the clown. Accept a commission to post flyers for the strong woman. Interesting. Hats, cats, bats, and rats must be what the cards use. 8 of bats, the magician props are needed fixing the remaster size. 4 of hats, one of them is run away. Again, the remaster huffs. It's time to bring them home. 2 of cats, the costumes are not for the clown, but for his pet geese, Cuddles and Ruffles. He's not funny without them, confides the ringmaster. Or 6 of rats, Idly the strong woman act is to lift unusual objects brought in by the crowd. The problem is, no one knows they're supposed to bring something. Let's repair the magician's props first. The master passes you an envelope addressed to a shop in Port Avon. We have a friend there who will do the repairs for us. He's deftly gathers his cards from the table. I wish we didn't have to rely on those bloody contraptions, but card and coin magic is too small to see from the upper rows. Errands to... Okay, so we're now doing errands to assist the circus, so we need to go to Port Avon, which I think we don't actually know where Port Avon is. Oh, yes, we do. It's this place. I think I'm thinking of a slightly different place. Continue. Okay. So let's... shops. Oh, dang it. We could have made money with unseasoned hours. And we can buy gourds of Corster nectar. That's not really something I think we need at the moment. Oh, we have a barrel of unseasoned hours. Hold on. Okay, that's fortunate. We don't have a name for the Corster nectar at the moment. I don't think. So let's instead, we can buy bronze wood, but it's really expensive. Unfortunately, I think it's going to be expensive no matter where we go. And they don't sell fuel here, which is unfortunate. I think we buy 2 of these. I'm tempted to purchase the bronze wood. We had a need, like we could have sold it somewhere else, and I don't remember where that place was. But I don't think it's in a direction that we're headed to currently. So I don't think we're gonna purchase it. But knowing that this place sells bronze wood is actually probably pretty good for us. And I think we're just going to leave at this point. So we know we need to go to Port Avon, but I'm more curious about exploring this area up here, because I think there's something of use to us. It's very unfortunate that we didn't actually get some fuel, though. Our terror is extremely low at the moment, which is good. No, it's C for cruise. Okay, so I'm heading in the right direction. Apparently there's something of value up here. Ooh, we can mine. Oh, that's probably where we got the unseasoned hours from. Okay. We maybe have avoided... Nope. I think we managed to avoid the cantankery. What am I hearing? Is that just crazy music? What is that beneath me? Something to crave. Interesting. Okay. It's just like debris. Oh god. Okay. What in the world? Is that a plant? Okay. So I am slightly worried because this place is a one-way... It's a one-way stop. So if we have to run away from something, we only have one direction to go. So I'm actually going to turn off our light. I'm going to move up very slowly. I don't know what's to the left of me. Honestly, like, I'm spooked. Oh, we're not even anywhere near the end of this. Especially because of the fact that it's like a long hallway with something grave at the end of it. Oh. No? Come on. Okay. I'm moving up very slowly because I have no clue what we're, like, wandering into. And I'm, like, expecting at any moment to need to start to back away. What in the world? It's like fungal. It's really gross looking. Slightly, like, tryptophobic. Oh! Skine? What a lovely place. What? Behold the remains of the celestial behemoth rotting gently. Yeah, let's go ahead and interact with that. I also just noticed this. Faith's fall. What remains of the behemoth's carapace is scattered with sigils, most with marred and broken, some still holding a sullen, resentful power. The locomotive is stopping on a broad, flat section of the shell. The few sigils nearby are too cracked to risk much harm. So we can repair our locomotive. Well, luckily we are not in need of repair. Creature's chitinous shell is as hard as bronze wood. You can hack off a few sections. You could patch your engines. Luckily we don't need that. We can delve deeper into the body. What secrets might you find in the depths of a messenger corpse? I don't know. It takes 2 supplies. It took 1 to get in here. So we'll have 3 left over. So we actually should be fairly safe in terms of supplies, unless it takes additional supplies. It would not be wise to linger. I think we have to delve into the body. Heavily laden. You handpick a few of your crew. Their expressions are grim. Together you make your way to a crevice in the carapace and secure a rope. You lower supplies down first. It would not be due to be caught unprepared. As you climb down, a sickly scent fills your lungs, sweet and heady and corrupt. You have to pause at the bottom to tie a scarf around your face. Your crew does likewise. Desiccation has created tunnels in the behemoth's course. The walls are wizened flesh, stone hard, striated with muscle. We have a 31% chance to delve deeper still. Failure will cost you crew. What in the world? So if we had an unlicensed chart, it's something we can only do once per captain. And you have to be below 75 terror. Okay, so either we risk crew or we just simply leave empty-handed and we don't get any of our supplies back. So I think we have to risk crew effectively. It's a 31% chance to happen. Come on. Oh, okay. The tunnel widens into a vast chamber. Something must have made its home here once in the living passages of the behemoth. Just by the entrance, there's a collection of tools the color of amber. The pile is pinned down by flesh long collapsed from the roof above. By flesh long collapsed from the roof above. Further off, the room has been riven in two. Your route is blocked by a yawning crevice. Your rope will not reach even halfway across, but you could climb down. Let's dig into the hoard, because we want stuff. Wow. You prise up the leathery flesh so that a nimble-handed stoker can grab at the resinous tools. Every golden piece you pulls free is scored with a knotted eye, the symbol of the halved, the lightless sun that rules Eleutheria. Okay. Your crew help you carry them to the surface for cleaning. You'll be able to sell them to anyone with an interest in the history of stars. So we gained 150 sovereigns. So that already seemed like it was worth it. So we could do it again. So I don't think we'll do it again. We'll take what we have. But this is good to know that this is here. We probably want to come back to this. Onwards. And we're gonna slowly back away. don't think that saw us. I'm gonna go this way to see. What? Oh, that must be that. I doubt there's like a port up here. I don't know. Are these guys bad guys? Can't tell. I'm still not going to turn my light on. So there is something beyond, which that's glowing red, not at all an ominous color. I'm terrified. General's Weave? I still don't want to turn my light on, even if this is gaining us, like, a ton of terror. Oh, interesting. Is this another way out? That might be what this is. Or it's leading us... where? I'm desperately low on supplies. I'm gonna use... well, the bat takes supplies as well, and that's the thing I'm lowest on. I'm okay for fuel at the moment, but like... oh, I don't like the fact that this just opened up. Something to crave. Where does this go? Like, I don't think that's gonna lead us to an exit, though. Something to crave might actually be worth going to. Is that a homestead? Well, there's a cantankerous guarding it. Well, it's abandoned, unsurprisingly. Settlers who live so far beyond the edge of civilization relish the hardships of solitude. They'll fiercely defend their small territories, but occasionally welcome company and trade. Here's an abandoned homestead. Its roof sagged, its windows empty of glass. For every settler that makes life for themselves the reach, another is lost. We have a pretty good chance of finding something. Okay, that's actually good. You find bottles of homemade wine in the cellar, pots of meat pickling under the soil by the doorstep, and salvageable tools in an overgrown shed. Modest treasure that could mean the difference between life and death if your fortunes turn. I fully agree. That cantankerous might have spotted us. I think the way out would be down. There's... fortunately beyond your senses. What? I think I'm right, but there's also quite a bit of area in here to be explored. Agata's Way? Okay. So... no, this still doesn't, like... that's probably where it goes eventually, but... it could do like a big ol' loop-de-loop before ever making it there. I think if I remember correctly, we're looking for a port. I'm gonna turn my lights on now. Our terror is getting a little bit high. Well, the scenery's changing. Harrison's Hollow. What? Oh no. Okay. We still have plenty of fuel. I mean, enough fuel and supplies, but it's like just enough that if we wanted to, we could turn back and go directly the way we came. I don't even want to risk a fight. This place is actually kind of massive. Oh, damn. Okay. Like, we probably could take them, but I would much rather just avoid the fight entirely. Chances, Gloom. Lovely names, all of these places. So... So this is our way out. And actually, it looks like if we went directly left, we could get back to Palmer's and Plenty. Damn. Maybe not. Duck and weave, duck and weave. Ooh. What in the world? What in the world? Isn't there a way? Okay, they're fighting each other? What are you shooting at? I don't know how he survived that. So that place is like a no-go zone. Something of value. Okay. I'm wondering if there's something in here, because it looks like there's area up there. We barely have any supplies. Oh. We don't have anything to share, and we don't have carefully packed crate of munitions, so let's eat our fill. A solitary settler lives in this modest homestead. She's not much of a conversationalist, but the enticing smells that waft from her kitchen are convincing. Yes. Our terror has fallen. Your host serves grim but filling gruel that follows it with a plate of genuinely exceptional coaster tarts. Your crew descend upon them like cloister beeves upon a rival hive. So I think, yeah, we didn't find the thing that we were looking for. Let me double check. Albert Clock. Oh, they'll actually take cloister nectar. That's interesting. I didn't realize that. This is the one that we're trying to do. Um, from Hybris to the east northeast. So either it's like tucked away in here, which I kind of doubt because there's a port right there. East northeast. East. So either we went by it here, here, or here. So we actually need to go back up into this area. It's also kind of good to know that down here is a mess. We have yet to sort of... I mean, we've uncovered quite a bit of the map, but we've yet to sort of explore this southeast sector. So I think... I think next we go back to New Winchester. We only have one port report. We maybe drop off some of the stuff we have or sell it. Actually, I'll probably do that in between episodes. So next you'll see me at New Winchester. And then I think what we do, head south, explore this area a little bit, but mainly try and make our way up to here. Alright. So with that, I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.